Okay, I'm back. And of course I found the token just a few seconds after I stopped the video, but that's okay. There's no escorts. Everything we're doing is tail level. So my usual coming in low here and then swinging over is not as necessary. So I'm gonna just come in low over here, and everybody's low. And I know I'm going into the approach box here, but I have to deal with the tokens that are sitting on top of them. And I mean, everybody except for Bauer and Schmidt, they're gonna come in low from this angle because we're setting up our swarm. Bauer is gonna actually stay with them. We're gonna set up for the swarm and the attack advantage, and Schmidt's gonna help them with that. No, Schmidt's gonna come in here to help them with that. Okay, so I did also make one other change. I am going to go to 12 turns. And so I will spend -7 XP for that. And then of course, we're gonna use regroup, which I never use, but we'll use it this mission. I just think that having only one tactical point, we would benefit from having a lot more. So, okay, so with that said, on turn 1, we did our move. There is no return, there is no escort, but during the recovery phase, we're gonna execute the new regroup option. So you can see I have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I have 18. So I'm gonna go to 19 tactical points. And then the flight limit goes down by 1. To be honest, the way I described the rule wrong was a far more challenging affair and made the game a bit more interesting than just being able to get 19 points for such a minimal cost. But that's the game. So we'll do that. We'll take advantage of it. And I think that brings us to the end of turn 1. So now we go to turn 2. Okay, so for turn 2, I will then exercise my option to go to any flank for 0 TP. So now I'm flank high. Everybody else is going to level as part of the move phase. And all right, so I know this is a mess, but everybody is level. And these 4 are my BF 109s. And so they're not in the approach box. They're still sitting at 11. In fact, everybody's in the level box. Nobody's in the approach box at this point. We are gonna get to start shooting some cannons and rockets this turn. Whereas our other fighters are still setting up for their swarm. So we go to return, we go to escort and recovery, and now we're gonna go, okay, I forgot on turn 1 to do cohesion. There is one spot here, and of course that passed, so no big deal there. So now we're gonna do blast and flak. Okay, so the rules are, for the Ju-88s, we have to always go after the rearmost plane. The rockets, however, are just like the bombs. We can pick anywhere. And we can start with any one first, and we're gonna go ahead and start with the rockets. And I have 8 rockets. Like so. And I'm gonna put 4 of them here. And I'm trying to decide where to put the other 4. I'm tempted to put them there, but I know we've had a lot of issues where they go off the map. I could put them there, which then means if they go off the map, they would, yeah, I'm gonna put them here. So I know I have 2 damage markers there, I get it. But I can always use my swarm guys to go after those. Maybe. I do have the sun on the nose approach. So coming at these front formations with the sun, I think is very attractive. But anyways, The biggest reason I'm avoiding them is, if you remember the chart, it's possible to completely miss and have it explode way over here. And I wanted it to be able to go into other elements. It's not a high probability thing, but it has happened to us in this exact video series. Okay, so we got rockets going on. That means all the rockets are flipping. And so I'm gonna just use one token. I'm just gonna take all the other tokens off just because it makes it easier to stack. Everybody has a fired rocket on them. I hope and pray that I remember. And then of course, these cannons are firing too. So we got a lot going on in the blast and flak phase. This is not the attack phase. In fact, we haven't even done cohesion yet. So, so bear with me. I'm gonna get this open. And I want to resolve the rockets first. So we're gonna do rockets first. And it's just, we're using this chart. So I'm gonna grab my 2 dice and we're gonna start up front here. And remember, if I roll doubles, it's a complete miss. So as long as I don't roll doubles, I'm semi-okay. And then what I really want is the high number to be here and the low number to be higher than a 4. That's what I really want, but there's other things that can happen. So let's roll. We're gonna do 4 of them here and then 4 there. So for the first one here, in fact, I'll just take this and put it in the dogfight box for now. All right, so I got what I wanted, but that's too low. So that 4 means that it won't do any damage, but the black 8 will detonate here, and that's a good result. That is a good result. So that means we're detonating right there. So we're gonna do the next one. So this is a really wonderful roll, a 9 and a 6. The black 9 is right there, and the 6 is 1 hit. So we detonated right there, and the 6 is 1 hit. And I'm going to choose to hit, I can choose to hit any bomber that's in its space. So there's 2. I'm gonna hit the one in the rear. This one is a lot easier for us to hit later. So we got a wing hit, and I'll flip that over, and he's got 2 damage. All right, so far so good. Oh, what a wonderful roll. Oh my gosh, and I got it on film. All right, this is super sweet. So the black 0 is a 10. Look at that, I'm right in the middle of all the bombers. So kaboom. Now, the bigger sweetness, look at number 9 here. Number 9 is an X and a hit. An X and a hit means one bomber is destroyed and one other bomber suffers a damage. Oh my goodness. So we have a destroyed bomber. I'm gonna pick that one. And another one takes a damage. So I'm gonna pick the same one that's already damaged, which is another wing hit. I like the cumulative wing hits here. All right, so he's up to 4 wing damage. Remember, we need 6 on the pursuit for him to be an automatic dead. We still got 1 more. Oh, I'm so happy. Look at another wonderful roll. Oh my gosh. Oh no. So the bomber I just destroyed is what we just hit. Dang it. Oh, so we would have hit this bomber, because that 6 means we would have done another hit. I picked the wrong one to destroy. I picked this guy because he has a 4 behind him, and this one has a 4 behind him, and we're coming from the rear. So that's why I was picking on these guys. Had I done that, this bomber would have taken another damage, but I am not going to complain. What a wonderful outcome that has turned out to be. The rockets, these BF-110s, they've gotten a lot beefier since the last time we saw them. Okay, now we're going to do these guys. I will once again take these off. We have a 9 and a 6. I got a little scared there. I thought that was doubles at first. But a 9 and a 6 is an excellent roll. It's going to be there and a hit. So we're going to detonate there. And we just did a hit. And this time I'm going to choose the bomber up front, because he's a really difficult one to go after. He's surrounded by 4s. So we have a 9 here. I rolled a 7. So he just took 3 wing damage. Okay, next one. An 8 and a 7, another excellent roll. The black 8 is way up here, And the 7 is 2 hits. Oh, boom. 2 hits. All right, let's get them out. There's hit 1 and hit 2. So hit 1 is an automatic flip and hit 2 is an engine check, which failed. So this one is a fallen bomber. And we take the damage tokens and we put it on mission 2. And we already have a bomber that dropped out. Oh, and by the way, our staff got 2 experience for the killed one, 1 for the fallen, and then we got 2 victory points for the destroyed one. So we're already doing fantastic. No pilot experience because these are BF-110s. And even if it wasn't a BF-110, you don't get pilot experience for rockets and bombs. I'm pretty sure on bombs, I'd have to check for the rockets, but I'm fairly certain that that's the case there. But be sure to check the rule book if you ever put rockets on your BF-109s. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, now that looks like it would be a perfect roll, but it's not. It means it's a complete miss, so this goes away. All right, so that... Oh, and we got a 10 and an 8. Oh my goodness, a black 10 is an explosion right there in the middle. And then the 8 is 3 hits. 3. I am going to... Oh, I'm going to do 1 here and 2 there. All right, so let's get 1 here and then 2 up above, because I really do... Oh, I was hoping 1 and then 3. So that's 8 damage, and then this is a roll, so we have a 1. So the good news there is there's going to be some serious cohesion check failures, and this one with tons of damage on him is going to drop out. And in fact, his gunner's killed already. And then we have, yeah, he's not going to blow up the moment you arrive, but he's got some serious damage on him. And yeah, so we'll see how that plays out. That was just the rockets. Holy cow, those rockets are so much better than the bombs. Now it's time for the cannons. Now, the cannons are a little different. They don't get, this chart's for bombs and rockets. So the cannons are, they're a tad simpler. The only restriction is you have to get the rearmost plane, which I just go by visually the rearmost, which would be this one. And if there's ever a tie, I go with whatever has the lowest lethality. That is not what the rules say. It just says rearmost. So it's up to you. I mean, technically speaking, you could say this one is just as rear as that, but because it's a little further back, I always go after this one. That's just how I play it. So now here's the rule with these. We're going to roll 2 dice again. And if the red die is higher than the black die, I hit. If the black die is higher than the red, I just miss, which is not the end of the world. It just means I miss. If I roll a 1 on either die, then I'm out of ammo, which stinks. Now, if I happen to roll a 1 and it looks like this, I still get a hit in. So I do 1 final hit, but then I'm out of ammo, okay? Obviously, I don't want this situation because that means I miss and I'm out of ammo. If I ever roll doubles, then I'm screwed and I'm out of ammo. So there's 2 ways or 3 ways to get out of ammo. A 1 on this die, a 1 on that die, or doubles. Okay, so that's technically speaking more than 3 ways, but there's 3 situations. So as long as I don't get a 1 on either die and I don't get doubles, I can do this the entire match. And with there being 6 fighters here, what you're hoping for is you don't want more than 1 of the 6 to go out of ammo. So you want all 6 to survive these first couple missions and not start running out of ammo until later. That's your ideal situation. And beyond that, since it's a cannon, you're going to get to draw 2, pick 1, just like you would if these guys hit with a cannon. And you're just restricted to the rearmost bomber. So we're just going to be picking off these rear formations with these Ju-88s who are just hovering and doing long-range cannon attacks. So that's how it works. let's get started. I have 6 rolls. I'm not going to go, you know, this guy first, that guy second. It doesn't matter. They don't get experience points. I just have 6 rolls. I will, for purposes of going out of ammo, just go left to right and then up to the top. Okay, or I'll start at the top and, yeah, I'll just do it just like a typewriter format. Okay, so we're going to start with this guy here, and let's get going. All right, so that was an awful first roll. I'm already out of ammo, and I don't hit. So that guy, or I'll put it on this guy. So I can use him later to pursue one of these bombers that might be destroyed the moment we get there. But man, that was an awful start. And this is a miss, but at least he's not out of ammo. All right, another miss. Another miss. Another miss. And out of ammo and a miss. Oh my gosh. How bad can we be? Very bad. We missed with all 6, and we're out of ammo on 2 of the 6. Awful start. Okay, so now we go to the cohesion step. So here we have in this element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I rolled a 1. So we have a loose element up here. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I rolled a 5. So we have another loose element. And then there we have a 2. Okay, nothing happens there. So now this comes off, and so this goes to kaput. This comes off, and so this becomes fallen, and that goes back to loose. So we have another bomber that dropped out, like so. So then this comes off, and it goes to kaput, and then this comes off, and we have another fallen. And that bomber has no damage on him at all. So he's fallen with no damage. And this element is forever kaput because of that. So these rockets, even when they miss, can be pretty devastating. So that whole formation is already gone. And as far as experience goes, we're up to 5, but no victory points because we still have to pursue them and take them out. So now we go to this one. This comes off, goes to kaput. This comes off, and this bomber falls. Like so. So we have yet another bomber on turn 2. Okay, and this would go back up, and then this comes off, and it goes to kaput. So that is rockets in action, folks. Very devastating. We already have 2 of the formation, the middle of the formation is already wiped out. We already have -2s everywhere. So it's a lot safer to go in and finish these guys off. Okay, so we have 4 bombers we need to pursue over here to get some experience points. What's interesting is I was planning on doing a swarm. I might want to go after these things, but with my regular fighters, just to get them some experience points and finish these guys off, or I can go after them with my BF-110s. There's a lot of options here, and then I even have my out of ammo guys, which I'm gonna have to do something with. Okay, so I believe that brings us to the end of the cohesion step. And there is no attack, so now we move to turn 3. Okay, so now we have a move, and this is where I need to decide what to do. I'm looking at this situation. So this is not a bomber that's destroyed. That one is at full health. This one has a gunner damage and an engine damage. And then this one is close. He's got 2 wing damage. I have my out of ammo guys. So what I'm going to do is, just to make room, I'm going to move my out of ammo guys up to the high, just to get them out of the way. And they're just going to wait until there's the perfect opportunity to pursue a bomber that we know is just going to be destroyed the moment we get there. And then I'm going to take these 4 BF-110s with the fired rockets, and we don't need to worry about fired rockets because that's only for when you're intercepted by escorts. There are no escorts, so we can just take them off. And if I'm wrong with that, I'll apologize later, but I'm pretty sure that's what we can do. I'm going to take 4 BF-110s and literally do 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go after all 4 of these bombers with that group of BF-110s. That's my goal. So I like that idea. I like that a lot more than trying to send them in for a swarm and letting them get torn to pieces. The other BF-110s, good question. What do I want to do with them? Well, the Ju-88s, we're going to move back because these 4 are still going to fire. My odds have to be better than what happened last time. These 4 are going in for a swarm, same as these 4. I'm going to go ahead and go in for a swarm with both. Actually, those 4 may not do swarm because I only have 1 on the side here. I could have, no. That's the best I can do with that. Okay, so we go return, escort, recovery, blast and flak. We got to do the Ju-88s. Once again, it's going to be typewriter format, and I have 4 of them. So again, a miss, and another miss, and another miss. This is making up for the wonderful rockets that we had. And finally, a hit. So the good news with all this is that no out of ammo situation. It's okay that we miss from time to time, but you don't want to be out of ammo. And these have been amazing rolls, by the way. If these were rockets, holy cow. All right, so we did 2 damage. This would be a cockpit damage or a wing damage. The wing damage is really high. I like it. The cockpit damage is a 50% chance of blowing this up the moment you get there. And obviously, if I can get this to a 6, oh, what a tough choice. Obviously, this is 1 more damage, but I'll go with this. The cockpit damage is really nice. All right, so I rolled a 3. So the 4 damage goes in. I'd rather go higher damage. Obviously, in order to get him to drop out, I need to do more damage to him anyways. So we're done with that. Now we got to do cohesion. This is a 1. That up there is a 1. Okay, so I'm rolling really high. Get those out of the way. That one's kaput. I don't need to do anything. And then this one is a 4. I rolled a 2. So another bomber falls. And we have just 1 damage on this guy. So we put another bomber token out. And we get another experience point for the staff. Okay, so we have 2 elements completely destroyed. This element is untouched. That element is untouched. We have 2 damage over there, which I like, and then 2 damage here. So now we got to decide how are we going to attack. So obviously I can go there, but see I have a 3-4-3 situation. I don't like that. My BF-110s are weaker at doing these kind of attacks. I can go here after this group and have a 2-4-3 situation. And then up here is a 3-4-2 situation, which is exactly the same, just some of the planes are changed around. So I might save them for when I'm attacking from the nose. So I'm going to come here and let's take out some stuff. So I'm going to go, Kremler is one of our best guys. Buttfargen is one of our best guys. Zweigert has... Where did Schmidt go? Oh, I put Schmidt over here. I meant to do Bauer, but that's okay. I guess that means Schweigert's going there, and then Bauer will go here as well. And then Schmidt is going to come in evasive towards him. Schmidt is one of our experts. Bauer's the one that's not an expert. So that's interesting that I made that mistake. I actually did make a mistake. It was going to be Bauer that was off, but that's okay. I'm not going to switch it around. Obviously the 4 is nasty, but I'm going to attack with my 2 other guys first and hope to take out some planes. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do 6 planes in a wave, but I'm going to stop there. I guess I could have my BF-110 help, but I'm not going to. Okay, so with that said, let's figure things out. We're going determined. Bear in mind that these are all level. And sorry, my camera's not focused on it. I'm busy trying to grab pieces here. So those guys are all level. And then we have, this one's coming in high from the oblique. And where are they going to go? These guys are all climbing. And the guy coming in high is going to climb roll. So, well, is he? So I'm going to end up in some really high numbers. Yes, he will. Well, will he? This is a -3. So that would only be a 1 because he's up high. Yeah, he will. He's going to roll left. Because if he progresses, this is his first spot, and as long as he progresses 1 more spot, he's going to go, or no, I'm sorry, that would be the first spot. And if he goes 1 more spot, he'll go there. Oh, that's not good. No, no, no. We can't do that. So he's going to dive roll low towards the tail. Yeah, no brainer there. Okay, so now we do evasion, or collision check, I mean. So with the collision check, we get this exit or spend a TP thing, which always stinks. I'm just checking it. Pay the TP cost and it breaks away to the tail. And there is no, just because he's evasive doesn't mean anything. So this goes back in the box. I will pay the TP cost. That's no big deal. I have more than I'll probably ever need. And so yeah, he's going to break away to the tail, so I didn't even have to worry. So he was evasive, so he goes to the tail. He did his job. The only thing that we lost out of the deal is we're going to get a Rata and a Schwarm, but we don't get position because we don't have anybody who's coming from a different angle and at a different altitude. So we lost that, but we still have the Rata and Schwarm. And we're going to go ahead and start with this guy, Buttfargen. And let me just grab some cards here. We're tail level. He's sitting on a 2. Tail level 2, he's riding the tail. So now this is interesting. So what I'm going to do is, Buttfargen has skills. He has all 3, in fact. So for, since we're on a new campaign, I'm going to cross everything out because I don't want to confuse what the missions are. So bear with me. I'm going to do this for all my guys. Okay, so Buttfargen's going to use, for mission 1, he's going to use his targeting and his aim. Well, we think he's going to use his aim. We get to see what the targeting does first. So he's going to manufacture a hit. He is riding the tail. So we're going to do a hit. He has a cannon. So we either have, oh yeah, we're going to do the wing one. This is a situation where even if the bomber falls, it is now destroyed the moment you get there. He's got 8 wing damage. Okay, so now we're going to use that aim, which I wrote down, and let's see if we can get him. Let's see if we can get him to blow up. Oh, we can't. Dang it. 2 engines. If I would have gotten just anything that had 2 damage on it, we could have maybe gotten it to blow up. All right, so I rolled an 8, and yes, the bomber has fallen. And this is one that we know is going to be dead the moment we get there. So our no ammo guys are waiting for something like that. So Buttfargan just leveled up, and he gets yet another skill. Oh, I got to figure out what to give him. And we give their staff an experience point. I think I'm going to sort of cycle, so I can do like this breakaway where I get to break away to any return box, no continuing fire card. It's an interesting one. I've never used it before. I've never gotten this far where I've had 4 skills. There's a part of me that just wants to give him another luck. I mean, he's such a good pilot now. I don't want to lose him. So let's cancel 2 hits. Keep him alive, you know? And then I'm just going to progress and give him, you know, basically 2 of each, if I can. All right, so this one we know is a dead ringer. So I'm going to put it there. And I don't know what I can do to remember, so I don't have to check later. Maybe I'll put him like way out here or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, so he did his job. So this is now a 3, which is what I wanted. Now oh, he's riding the tail. So I'm going to bring him back. He's going to return to the tail position since he destroyed his bomber without needing to do anything. So now we're going to go to Kremler. So 2 level, he takes a hit, he does a hit. So Kremler, for mission 1, he is going to use his luck. And he does a hit, so let's draw that. So we either have a wing, oh, right there. So this one's a lot simpler choice. The wing is only 1 damage instead of 4. That cockpit is 3 damage, and then it's a cockpit. And even the die roll is better. So everything about that one is better. So he just did 3 cockpit damage, so we're up to 5 damage on that. And so we are going to use his targeting ability. So I'm writing that in to do another hit. I probably should be using Swarm, but... so we have 2 wing damage or an engine, and I can get him to fall. Oof. He's already up to 5. This might be a stupid choice, but I'm going to do wing damage of 2. Roll 9 or better. Look, I rolled the 9. Boom! He's destroyed. That was the better choice. See, look, I'm a genius. Okay, so that's destroyed. Kremler is going to get 2 experience points, like so. And the staff gets 2 experience points. So we're up to 10. We spent 7. We're already 3 more than we spent. So, oh, and then we destroyed another bomber, so we get 2 victory points as well. So well done, Kremler. And we are looking at this now being a 2, which is awesome. Oh, I'm just realizing something. That's a 3, not a 2. So he would have been here. So we're just going to say that he used his aim ability as well, because I would have done that. So he had to use his aim to get 2 hits in instead of 1. So we're good. We're totally good. Now we're going to do, let's do Bauer first. Bauer is sitting on a 2 level. He has to do a collision check. Oh, that's not good. No good. And he progresses 1 even. That's even stranger. Okay, so the collision check is a proximity. So I'm going to roll. I rolled way higher than the number of fighters, and the proximity is not good when we do that. If determined, roll die. If equal to or higher, all fighters in the space break away to the tail position. So we are going to break away to the tail position, all fighters. I do know from the rulebook and confirmed by the designer that everything is simultaneous. So what I'm going to do is this card's going away. The one part that's not simultaneous is he's going to break away before he gets to draw his card. But we're in the middle of resolving his card, so they will break away, but we do our damage. And so we're doing both swarms with Bauer. And it doesn't matter, because he's not going to get to attack. So it's swarm here or never. Okay, there is no cannon, so we're just going to draw 2 tokens, and they're both going to apply. And so this is the first one, and this is the second one. Well, the second one is an automatic 2 damage. Let's roll for the first one, see if we get a miracle. We don't. So he has 4 damage, and then both of these are going to break away to the tail. So one of them didn't get to attack at all, and this canceled hit I probably should have used on Kremler instead of his luck, but I'm going to leave it out because we do have to do a continuing fire check, which I'm going to do right now, and he's sitting in ace 2, so he is climbing. We draw another card, so he would take a hit there, which this is going to cancel. Okay, so that helped. But he has to draw another one and just apply whatever the results are, which is a blank. So we're good there, and he ends up high nose with no damage. Can't complain about that. Okay, so that resolves that attack, and now we still have another wave. So I got 4 BF-110s here, and I have 1 bomber that's damaged, and I think cohesion checks might be enough to take that out, or even our JU-88s. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick on, I'm going to go up there and pick on those. So here's my danger. There's a 4 there, which becomes a 5. I'm pretty much guaranteeing that one of my bombers is not going to survive this. I really want Swarm, so I'm going to put those there. Okay, they're all going to climb towards the nose. They're all level, so I'm not going to bother with the blue tokens. And they're all determined. So I'm going to do the collision check, and I'm just going to do the one in the rear there. And I drew an exit, pay 1 TP. So I will pay the 1 TP, that's not an issue. So then what he does is he exits, and since he was determined, I'll put him down here with the rest. And that marker stays. So I don't get Schwarm. So this is like the worst of all the worlds. I don't get Schwarm, I don't get anything. I don't get Rada, and now I have to deal with really high lethality level. So I don't like collision checks. That's the end of the story. If I'd have had one more guy, maybe I should have taken the cannons off and had one more guy come in oblique. I could have avoided all that. So I'm going to do the lowest lethality first, which is the guy way up in the north. So he's at a level 2. He takes a hit and he does a hit. Nothing I can do to prevent the hits. So that's a good one. And he does a hit, so we definitely like that. So we're going to grab this and roll. He takes 1 on the wing. Okay, so now we're going to move to this guy here who has a 3. Okay, he's going to take 2 hits and he does a hit. Taking 2 hits is not my idea of fun. Okay, he has an engine and a rudder. Okay, he has a lot of damage. And then he does a hit. This was probably not smart. Yeah, I'm doing minimal damage to these guys. Then this last one, oh, hold on. The first guy is in a 3. Okay, the first guy was in a 3 because I have to add +1 because they're a BF 110. So he didn't do a hit. And then he would have rode the tail and I would have bowed him out because it's ridiculous not getting the swarm or anything else. So this hit right here goes away. The second guy isn't a 3, he's a 4. So he would at least, that would have been the same outcome. So we're okay there. Now this last guy is a 5 for Pete's sakes, which, I mean, look at that one there. I'm scared now. Okay, so the 5 coming in level is just 1 hit. I mean, I sort of got lucky. I don't know. 1 hit could be just as bad as 3. Yeah, it's just as bad as 3. And we're done there. Bear with me as I grab cards. I'm going to do continuing fire. I'll start with the guy in the back. He's at a 4. He takes another hit. Yeah, he's not surviving that. I mean, that's going to be Miracle Roll Central if he survives that. And then this last guy takes just 1 hit, which that by itself was a miracle. And all right, so not a smart move with the BF 110s. I should have just held them back, but that's okay. No guts, no glory, right? Okay, now we move to turn 3. I'm gonna move these bombers over. I'm gonna move that, or I'm sorry, move the fighters over, move that over. And then we know that this is one that's a dead ringer. So I'm gonna just set him off to the side. And on the move step, I'm gonna grab one of these no ammo guys and he's gonna go to destroy that at the end. So that's instant victory points right there. Don't have to worry about anything. Okay, so off we go. These two are gonna move up. This one's gonna move up. He's gonna move up. Okay, and then we have an injury there we gotta resolve later. This guy's gonna move up. And then those two we have to resolve. And let's resolve them. So I have one choice here. I can have Buttfargen here go after that bomber. And I'm going to do that. So he's gonna pursue this bomber right here. I don't have to make that decision until later, but that's the plan. So he will exit. Now let's resolve. Let's go after what hopefully is the easiest one. And it was, so thank goodness there. Now let's do, I don't mind doing easy first. Let's do the 3. Oh, now I rolled high enough for the 7. Oh no, I did it in the wrong order. Okay, so he took a wing damage. Now we have just nastiness. Nastiness, nastiness. Okay, so for the rudder, it's a real good 6 to 10 odds. The engine is 6 to 10. And I'm gonna do rudder first. So he failed the rudder. So he's gonna go to the rudder. That's fine. I wasn't sure he was gonna pass all 3 of those. And now we do the JU-88s. So I have 4 of them. And rescanning. This one's obviously in the rear, but I'm gonna argue that these 2 are further in the rear, so we're gonna go after the already damaged one. And it's another miss. Man, I just not doing well with these JU-88s. And there's a even worse roll. We're now out of ammo with the second one. And the third one is a miss. Man, and another miss. Oh my goodness, the JU-88s are just disappointing us. All right, rolling for cohesion. This goes away. Rolling for cohesion. It's now a loose element. Rolling for cohesion. Nothing happens. Okay. So the JU-88s have been continuing to disappoint. Nobody's attacking, so we move up to turn 5. Okay, for the move step, I'm going to go ahead and go what am I going to do? I couldn't do a swarm even if I wanted to. I have Bauer and Zweigert that can attack now, and a BF-110. But remember, I can't get Schwarm because they're different fighter types. So then we have Kremler up there. I don't know what to do. I mean, if I go in for the attack, I feel like I'm just sort of going on suicide runs here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and attack with these two guys. And then the BF-110 is going to chill, because I think I'm going to use him to intercept. No. I'll attack with the BF-110. These two are going to come up. I have obviously an out of ammo guy up there. So we're going to just put him in the parking lot for now. And this one, we get the benefit of the sun. So we're going to go ahead and attack from the sun. And let's do his JU-88s. Again, that one in the back. I'm down to 3. And I get another miss. And there's finally the second hit of the game. Holy cow. All right, so I'm gonna draw 2. I got an engine and a wing. I'm taking the engine because I feel like these JU-88s just aren't gonna get, and there it is. So we just knocked another one out. The staff gets an experience point. And we have another bomber on turn 5. Like so. And then we have the last JU-88's going to go up there. And there's a hit. So we got another hit. They're exactly the same. So we're going to roll this one. I got an 8. So that one comes on. Okay. So now we do cohesion check. We'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does fail, so it goes to kaput. This one I need a 1. That one's done. That one I need a 1. Okay, we're done. So now we do attacks, and this is the part I don't have a plan. I can tell you that this guy coming from the nose is going to go low. So we're going to just attack something that's already damaged with a low lethality. That's the lowest one I can find coming from the nose. Although there is a nice one up there. I can get the one in the rear there. See, I have a 2. Well, I might be able to work out a position advantage if I do that. So let's say I did that high. These ones are all low. So I can do, for example, I'm trying to decide, because I don't know if I necessarily want all 3 going after the same bomber. Okay, so here's the advantage. So if I do that, I qualify for a rota because I have 2 in the same space. And then what I would do is I would use my BF-110 in an evasive mode. So I can pass the collision check and at least get a rata advantage. But the thing is I want this bomber too. I mean, that guy is not... And then here we have... This is a... Oh, there we go. This is a better situation. That's a 0. That is a 1, but if I come in high, it would be a 2, which is no different than that guy up there. All right, let's look at our pilots here. What do I got? Zweigert still has all of his abilities to use. Where is Zweigert? That's right, Zweigert was taken out. So what I can do is use Zweigert to attack there. Bauer can come in the rear here. Because it's kaput. I mean, even the BF-110 would have a great advantage there because it would only be a 1. But then I'd have to do a collision check. I could use the BF-110 for the collision check. The worst that could happen is they both have to exit. And I can make the BF-110 evasive, which will help. But what good does that do me? What I don't want to do is that's a 4. I know it becomes a 3 because of the fallen. Oh, so here's my question. Do I really need 2 guys attacking there, especially when Zweigert has all 3 of his abilities? And my answer is no. So I'm going to move this guy back to here, and then that's my final answer. Okay, so I will go ahead and do... So they're all climbing towards the nose. They're all going to climb towards the nose. The only evasive is the BF-110, and he's coming from the nose, so he's going to, I want to say dive. Sure, he's diving towards the tail. Everybody else is climbing. Okay, so let's do the collision check for the BF-110. It's a proximity, but it's evasive, so we get to ignore it. Let me make sure. I always forget. Yep, treat as no collision. So we're good there. I'm going to draw some 1, 2, 3 tail cards, 1 nose card. I'm going to do the BF-110 first. Remember, he's coming in from the tail. Evasive. That is a space with 0 lethality. Tail low. Evasive is no hit. Had he been determined, that would have been a hit. So now we'll do Bauer, which is the same thing except he's determined. And of course Bauer gets hit. Oh, if I would have did it the other way around, look. Bauer is in trouble because he does not have luck. What a crappy draw that was. Okay, well that's at least a good draw there, assuming we roll right. And then we're going to go to the other guy who's sitting on a 2 lethality, low, and that's a hit. So he's going to go ahead and use his luck. So Zweigert is going to use his luck, and for sure his targeting, and I'm willing to bet he's going to do his aim as well. So let's find out. 2 wing damage or 1 fuselage. I'm going to choose the wing damage just because it's going to help. And so now I'm up to 4 wing damage. And yes, I am using the aim. The aim right there. I'm going to add another hit. And we got an engine. Ooh, that's a cockpit. Ooh. So the engine has a real good chance of me knocking him out, but the cockpit Oh. I have a real good chance. That cockpit, though, is sweet. I'm going to do the cockpit. Okay, well, the good news is had I chosen the engine, I would have failed. So I made the right choice there. But unfortunately, I didn't take him out like I thought I would. And then we got to do the nose. So he's coming in high nose. He's sitting on a lethality of, I think, 2. Yep. High nose, 2 lethality, and you stink. So he's going to move. So he progresses 1 towards the tail, and he goes to no ammo. Which, that was Kremler. Dang it. Okay. Nothing I can do about that. So now we do continuing fire. 2, 3, 4. All right, we're gonna start with our evasive guy. He is climbing and he's fine. So he makes it to there. Now we're gonna do our injured Bauer here. He is climbing. Draw another card and apply hits from both cards. So we are at a 0. So he avoided a hit here. But he takes a hit there. What a stinker. All right. And that one's not nearly as nice. Okay, and then we're gonna go up above. Are we going into the sun? Yes, we are, in fact. We get to skip continuing fire, so that was very nice for him. And I gotta draw 1 more because I had to draw 2 for the same guy. And this one's sitting in a 3. I'm gonna roll for debris. I rolled even, so the nearest bomber takes the damage. One thing with this, I read on Board Game Geek, and maybe the rules are clear on this and I just didn't catch it, but if you've been watching this far, clearly you've seen me make this mistake. I've been taking experience points if this causes damage for the bomber. I think he said that the pilots don't get experience points for this. You only get it for the burst step. This is continuing fire. So this is a situation where the pilot would not get experience points, even though it's the pilot's turn. So that happens, and then he's going to dive back to there. He doesn't have any damage, so that part's good. Okay, so we're done with the turn. Go to turn 6. So we have some moves to do. I have 1 bomber that's sitting out here, and I think this one is a done deal, right? No, he's not. He needs some help to take out. So who should we send after him? I think we should send Schmidt. Schmidt was sitting right here. So Schmidt's gonna go pursue that bomber. And everybody else moves. So we got Mr. Out of Ammo gonna come up. My BF-110's gonna wait. This guy, Zweigert's gonna come up. The BF-110 comes up, and now we gotta resolve damage. So let's get the fuel is not good. To fail that check is very bad. The wing, however, is a little more manageable. Let's do the wing first. Oh, I got it. Please don't fail this fuel check. Please don't fail the fuel check. Yes, you failed the fuel check. Oh, you stink. And that is Bauer. No. Bauer's in trouble. A lot of trouble. Those aren't very easy to pass at the end of the mission. Okay, so I think that's it for now. Now we're going to use their Ju-88s. We still have 3. We're going to go after that guy in the back. So there's a hit. And I do have, so I can get an engine damage or a rudder damage. The rudder, by the way, is 3. I know it's very far away, but trust me, it's a 3. This is an instant kill. So as long as we catch up to him, he's dead. So I'm gonna take that 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's actually a kill outright. So we just destroyed. All right, so no experience for the pilots, but we get 2 for the staff. And then we get 2 victory points. So that was good. Now we go to the second. So now we have a situation where these are the next rear. So I'm gonna go after this one. Or am I? Yeah, why not? We're gonna go after him. And that's an out of ammo situation. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna flip over his cannon because I don't have an out of ammo token anymore. And then the last guy is gonna go ahead and attack. And that's a hit. So we draw 2. That's 3 on the cockpit, 1 on the wing. We're gonna take the cockpit damage every day and twice on Sundays with this one. All right, so he's at 7 damage. And now we do cohesion check. So this is a 1. That one is a 3. I rolled a 7. Get rid of that. And then over here we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I rolled a 4. So this is now permanently kaput. This bomber has just fallen out. So we have 1 more on the track. And that one is a very high likelihood of being destroyed when we get there. And we get another staff experience. Okay, so nobody was attacking, so that's the end of the turn. So now we go to turn 7. All right, so I'm going to I have Kremler here who's out of ammo. I'm going to send him after that bomber that I'm pretty sure is going to be kaput once we get there. The question is how much more attacking? I mean, my Ju-88s can do some damage. How much attacking with my regular guys am I still going to do? I only have 1 named pilot left, and that's Zweigert. And he used all of his skills. So if anything, I want to use him to chase something good. And then I have 2 BF-110s left, and so if I risk them, I'm basically just risking that they'll take damage. I do like the idea that this one is moving into here. You know what, I'm gonna move this one up like so. This one, I'm just gonna move to level. So if he does attack, I want his attack to count. And then this one is high nose, so should Zweigert go after? Yes, he should, because I have the sun on my advantage. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go in with a sun attack. And now let's do the Ju-88s. The only one left is this one. I mean, obviously, then we'll have to start going after this formation or that one up there. So I only have 2 left to roll. That's a hit. I have 2 engine hits, so we'll just pick one. And that is a fallen. So we did knock out a bomber with 1 engine damage. I don't have any more tokens to put on to indicate it's a bomber. And we get an experience point for that. Okay, we know that this one is dead. And we know this because right there's 8 wing damage and he only needs 6. So I'm gonna borrow his token and take this one off and send him home. He doesn't get any experience points for that. That gives me an out of ammo token that I can use. And it gives me 2 victory points. Okay, we have one more JU-88. So these are all even. And so I'm gonna go after, who do I go after? I'm gonna go after this one. Nope, I'm gonna go after this one. It doesn't matter, I missed. Okay, so that's done. Now we resolve the attack. He's gonna come in and I'm gonna make him evasive. And he's going to, he's gonna climb that way. So this is a nose high attack. Nose high with a threat level of 2. Okay, he would take a hit, he progresses 3, and he does 1 damage. Well, the progression just puts him there. The hit is canceled because he came from the sun. I didn't bother getting a sun token, but when you're in evasive, it's 100% block. So that's why I went evasive with him. Oh, I'm reading the wrong one. It's this one down here. He was evasive, so he does not hit the target. But that's fine. He avoided the hit. And next is continuing fire, and he's sitting on a 1. He's evasive. He is climb rolling, so he goes to a 2, but he breaks away to the tail, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna put him on tail low, and put that away. Okay, and attack is over. We move to turn 8. Okay, so now we have a situation where we have a bomber there that really does so we have a bomber that really does need some hits. I have 2 BF-110s I can send after him. How important is it? Yeah. This BF-110 I was going to send in for an attack. Should I send him after? You know what? I don't have to send him after the bomber yet. So we're going to just go ahead and attack. Move him up. Attack. I'll put the sun token on him. And 2 JU-88 attacks. We're going to go after that one up there. That's a miss. Next one is a miss. And I forgot to do a cohesion check. Crap. Okay, so the cohesion check would have changed the outcome of that last attack. So the first step is it wouldn't have changed this outcome. So the continuing fire was fine, but the nose attack, remember it was a nose 2, which was actually, it would have been exactly the same. So we're in good shape. Nothing different would have happened there. Okay, so now we finished the JU-88s. We do another check. So this one's 4, and I needed a 3 or less. So nothing happens. There's no other cohesion checks to do because everything is kaput except for this group right here and that group. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do an attack. I will go ahead and do the same wave for both. We're coming in, this one's coming in level. And like so, and then this one's going to come in from the nose. And I am going to make him evasive. And yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll do the nose high first. Oh, which way are they going? The one from the rear is heading towards the sun, climb. And then this one is climbing that way. I can't go low because see, that's anchored. All right, so we are nose high. 2, evasive. So he progresses 1 and he does 1 hit. I like that. All right, so it is a fuselage hit. And if anything, it'll at least help with the cohesion checks. Okay, next guy is tail rear, and he's coming in at a 3. That makes it a 4. Or no, I'm sorry. Oh, the last one is a 1. So same outcome. I forgot to factor in the fact that it's a loose element now. Okay, so this one's coming in at a 3. He gets a +1 because he's determined, but a -1 because it's loose. And level 3, oh my gosh, he hits. All these other ones were nasty. So he's going to hit. Ooh, we got a good one here. And of course we don't roll high enough. So the bomber lives to see another day. And there was no progression. So now we're going to do continuing fire. We'll do the evasive guy first. So he's going to be fine. So he's going to climb high. Sorry, I'm trying to do everything with one hand. He's climbing up there. And then this next guy, we have a debris check. He is sitting on a 3. So there's no hit because of this. But if I roll odd, he will get hit. And of course I roll odd. And we got a 4. So that's better than the alternative. A lot of alternatives. All right, so now we move to turn 9. Okay, Zweigart is going to exit to pursue a bomber. And this one is going to move up. That one's not going to move. We have a 4 check. I rolled a 3. What awful luck. So he goes to the fuselage. That goes in. Okay, now we got 2 Ju-88 firing there. That is a hit, but out of ammo. So I'm going to go ahead and flip. All right, so we did do a hit though. So what do we got? We got 2 engine damage of 0, a wing damage of 2, and a fuselage of 1. So then here we have a wing damage of 1, and oh, there's a cockpit. We're taking the cockpit one. Everyday choice on Sundays. And I didn't roll high enough, but that was a nice 3 damage. And then the last Ju-88 is a miss. Okay, now we do cohesion check for up there. I rolled a 1, so it's going to kaput. I have no fighters attacking, so we go to mission turn 10. 1 more turn left. This one is going to high, so I might be able to get 1 final attack in. This one is out of ammo, so he's sitting in out of ammo pool. We're going to do 1 more attack on that. Oh, should I do it? Yes. We're going to have 1 more attack on that bomber. And it's a miss. Cohesion check. All right, so that bomber falls. So that's the good news. It's not guaranteed to be destroyed, but it falls on turn 11 there. And this goes back to loose. And we go to turn 11. So now, basically, these 4 bombers are all gonna, or 4 fighters are all gonna pursue that bomber. And I frankly don't know what good this guy's gonna do, so he'll pursue as well. We'll do 1 final Ju-88, which is a miss. Cohesion check. Nothing happens. This part of the mission is over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I should be sitting on 10 experience, 12, 14, 16 experience points. All right, so I somehow missed one. And then I should have 6 victory points. And I have 8 because I counted the one scenario that I did ahead of time over there. Okay, so we are done. I'm just cleaning everything up here. My JU-88 is going to make it home safe, so I got 1 home. All right, my battery is low, folks, so I'm going to try to get this done as quick as I can, but I don't know if I will be able to. So let's see if we can get this resolved. This guy right here has 4 out of ammos and a BF-110. So let's just not worry about the out of ammo guys. They can't shoot even if they got there. So we're just going to bring them all home. So 3 JU-88 reds, a yellow, all made it home. And now let's just line them up first. So we got that one. And these are all intercept checks that are guaranteed. We don't have to worry about passing